So, the president of Iran may have just died in a helicopter crash. And I don't wish death on anyone, but some tyrants seem to bring it on themselves. I don't think that he was very helpful for the women's protests there in Iran. And if the women are celebrating the end of that regime, then I'm celebrating with them. But basically, it tyrants are often putting targets on their backs or making people wish for their replacement one way or another, and it's better than the things they end up doing if they continue to live in many cases. In this case, particularly, it will probably be seen as a Netanyahu assassination attempt. And if it was weather related, as they're originally saying, and it ends up uh, being fatal, then Mother Nature kind of missed a spot with um, Putin and Trump and Netanyahu. But there's still time. But the sooner the better for some of these people. And if it's not weather related, or even if it was weather related, some people are going to see it as an assassination attempt. In addition to if Iran wanted to kill him themselves and pull a 9/11 October 7th in order to start a war, they could do that. Um, but of course, most likely, most fingers are going to point to CIA or Mossad or some other intelligence agency who would be involved, or military be involved in doing this, and see it as a Netanyahu assassination attempt. Would be the first suspect since he's been assassinating people right and left, and respond probably with a Netanyahu assassination, which would really be, liberating for the people of Israel, whoever did it. And again, anybody, lots of people have a motive in that. That's a big game of clue as to who would be the likely responsible party. But it would be liberating for lots of people to be done with him. Although with Benny Gantz leaving his government, he hopefully will be done with soon anyway, and they'll be able to reverse course and um, call out all the evil that they've been doing under that regime. Hopefully, it can be as opposite as that. Unfortunately, here in America, where we had an evil regime, we haven't been opposite of it. We've been like neutral since then, and not wanting to look political or whatever it is, trying to allow the most evil and violent and hateful elements of our society to take over and rule. And we just need to stop that. We need to stop that at every course we can, and just say, enough's enough. These right wing guys don't win. And I think it is also telling, and people should take note, that tyrants aren't mourned, they're not missed. And we should also make a very strong statement. We're not going to war over, no matter how many leaders are killed, we're not going to war over it. We're not starting World War III over any number of tyrannical leaders being killed. I don't really know my history, but my impression was World War One started over some leader getting killed. That's not happening again. We've learned our lesson this time. We're not falling for it this time. We're not starting World War III, no matter how many leaders you trick into terrible things to where if they end up getting killed, people are supposed to cry about it or be upset. Well, we're not going to war over it. We're going to stop war over it, because these are the people who started the war in the first place. These are the people who oppressed their people in the first place. These are the people who won't be missed, whose lives will are better off, as I've said before, on Dictator Island, a reality TV show where we just entice these people with people to serve them, contestants to serve them, who want to be on the show, who want to lick boots and be the tyrants' servants, and they can compete for those servants. But we can keep them all safely on one island and have a good positive draw to draw them away from their tyrannical positions. But other than that, the things that happen to tyrants shouldn't concern the rest of us. We definitely shouldn't be going to any wars over it. So hopefully everybody's okay, nobody died, and if they did, rest in peace. But we're not going to escalate into wars over tyrants getting killed when it's probably the best for everybody if it's that way. But yeah, again, if it's Mother Nature, you missed a spot. There's Putin, there's Trump, there's Modi, there's Netanyahu, there's other ones that we don't need anymore here. Thank you.